can't believe I'm talking about life when I'm only 20. But what I'm realizing now is after reading Robert Greene's Mastery, it's almost changing my perspective of how I'm rethinking life and looking back into the past. And one idea I've been relating to a lot with the book is the part on your life's task. You can call it destiny, you can call it whatever you want, but it's a spiritual thing. And what I'm coming to realize is that this task is a living and breathing organism of its own. It has a voice, it has a mind, it has a way of communicating with you, even if you might not see it or realize it. I've been looking back into the past lately, like doing a lot of my digging in my mind palace. And one of the biggest mistakes I've made was tying my self worth, my meaning of life, to a lot of external things. And it usually comes down to two things: people of authority and careers, jobs, whatever you want to call it. I always thought a lot of people in my life were telling me the right things, guiding me, and I thought that they made the path for me. Like everything was done for you, like a fucking package. But that's not the case, you know. When I started to just let go, after going through some experiences, meeting new people, getting fired from jobs, what I'm learning to realize is that you don't belong to any of these things. You don't belong to your job. You don't belong to your boss. You don't belong to those people of authority. You don't belong to yourself. You belong to the universe. That sounds so fucking cheesy, I know. But that's what it is. Your life's task is an action. It's not something you conquer, but it's an action that you chase, pursue every day. If I could simply give you an example, and I'll use my life for that. I thought my destiny was an outcome. Like I was going to be this certain guy who was going to do this certain job, who was going to make everyone proud and live the best life ever. But now what I'm realizing is that your life's task is about following your curiosity, wherever and whatever that might be. I'm someone who loves to learn. That's what I'm realizing right now. I'm not telling you that I understand my life's task at its full capacity, but I am seeing an element of it, that it's constantly resurfacing when I dig into the past. And it's this weird obsession of building things, learning things by myself, chasing new ideas. Because I still remember when I was young, I was doing a lot of different things. I love to draw, I love to invent stuff. I love to do a lot of things by myself and with my hands. I just love building. And it started from a very young age as well. I I was naturally someone who learned things very quickly, and especially by myself. That's the weird thing. Funny enough, they were everything but school, because my parents were trying to get me to get really good grades in math and English and science because I was failing all my classes. But point is, like when I'm looking back into the past and comparing to the guy I'm right now, I see where those traits are coming from. And the action is that this weird ability to learn things at an abnormal pace because I'm pursuing the feeling of progress. I'm addicted to that feeling. I'm someone who loves to build the mind, build the characters, to study the mind, to study the body. I just love constant progress in my life. I love to learn skills by myself. I love to do things by myself and just learn and learn and learn and apply. Because all I have right now is myself. I don't have others who see the world like I do. I don't have people who I have physical access to. That sounds so fucking wrong, but networks that I have physical access to who have a similar way of thinking. So I just tend to do a lot of things by myself, and I've been training this muscle of constant application and constant study and analysis. And that's what I'm drawn to. That is one element of my life's task. It's the pursuit of progress in simple terms. I just love to learn, man. I love to grow. Just being loyal to that one thing. There might be more elements to surface in the future, but I've been being loyal to that. Just following where I want to go. Reading books that grow certain parts of my knowledge bank. Doing things that build certain parts of my mind and body. Because I know what kind of person I want to be. And that's constantly changing because of experiences, people, environment. But the point is, your life's task is an action. It's thing that you pursue. It's not It's not a physical thing that you live in. It's not like a job or career that you go to and wake up for every fucking day. But it's a thing that you do every second. So my advice coming from a 20-year-old is that just follow that voice. If you don't have that voice, you got to dig into the past. That's all. You got to take the time, have the patience to dig and dig like really deep, because that's where you truly find who you are meant to be. Like everyone says, oh, destiny isn't real, you make your own destiny. Of course, you make your own destiny. But it's funny enough that when people say you make your own destiny, those are the very people who actually achieve what they were meant to do in this planet, because they simply let go and followed their voice. That's how you create your destiny when you were actually on the path all along, right? It's a weird dilemma that a lot of people are in. But that's when you walk the path towards mastery, towards your destiny. And that's how I'm seeing a lot of things now. Create your destiny. I think just to end it off, one line I would say, creating your destiny comes from just seeing, if that makes any sense. It just comes from seeing. Your destiny is already there. You're already walking the path. If you see that you're on the path, you see that everything is actually built for you, and all you have to do is follow that voice. So yeah, that's all I have for this one, and I hope this helped. Ciao.